Should I really sing a song to get us in there?
Yeah, blue moon.
I love it. It's like the way I started that low. Blue moon. Da, 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 da. My little
Welcome
rock.
back.
Welcome back. I'm sorry. I
Welcome
didn't
to
like
our blue moon episode.
Blue Moon. I didn't like do any like vocal warm-ups because I don't do any of that anyways. So we just were Brittany
Yeah.
said we should try on a song, we should start on a song.
And I never tell her when we're starting because I always think it's funny if it's just super candid. So I'm like, perfect. It's it.
Something is flashing. Hold on a second. I know this is the side. I'm like, what are you? What mouse? That's funny.
There's a mouse in your house?
Like an actual, it was like a this kind of, it was like flickering. Oh,
it's
side note, as we have already started and we're like, welcome back. Oh,
yeah, squirrel moment.
Squirrel. Yeah. Anywho, well, guys, hi.
Did it?
It's been like so long since we've had like just a sister episode.
Yeah.
Weeks.
Yeah, because I was going through our list of wonderful guests that we've had so far, and it has been a while.
Yeah.
It's been so a good busy. 4 episodes ago that we did. So
that we like, yeah. I mean, even that, well, even that's just even like just us one-on-one, let alone like recording that. It was probably like 6 weeks ago. That's right. Maybe not, but I have no idea. But
it's true though, right? Well, we had some amazing guests so far, and we are just so thankful for every single one of them who we have interviewed and who is on our list to interview. Like I was going through the list last night and I was like, holy shit, we have such an amazing lineup.
Right? I know. It's like, it's actually crazy to me that like so many people want to come on. And we fucking love it.
And for part 2 episodes too. Like we've got 2 people that we won't say their names just yet.
No.
That each of them would like to come back for a second episode already. So like, yeah, let's freaking do it.
Yeah. So that is like super exciting in itself. So
yeah. And this is like a shout out too for anyone who's listening. If you or if you know someone who would like to be on the episode, just send us an email or DM us. Like we love it.
Or even like people that you see on like your social media platforms, like people, like literally people that have like bigger followings or not, or whatever.
Totally.
Shop owners. Everybody is welcome on this podcast. Like it could be like laymen like Brittany and I, you know, like who would just have a strong interest in it, right? Like we'd love it. We'd love to pick your brain.
Yes, we love it. We love everybody. We love everybody.
We love love.
It's awesome. Oh my gosh, I had a thought in my head and now it's slowly fleeting
away. Anyways, okay, well, let's see. Well, I'll vamp.
It's gone now. It's gone.
Okay.
It'll come back one day, maybe.
So anyways, this is going to come out on September the 2nd. And this is like our Blue Moon episode. So this past Wednesday was the super moon, super blue moon in Pisces.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this blue moon really shook shit up for people in this last week. That's for sure.
Yes.
It was crazy. Like how for certain horoscope signs, for like Pisces in particular, it was saying like a good opportunity for relationships to end.
Yes.
Or for like Scorpios, like myself. They had
and Tauruses like me.
Yes, exactly.
It's like the next 5 years of good luck or something like that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, for Jessica and I, we're pretty much like set till like 2000. What was it? 2007 or something? Yeah, 2007. Good Lord. 2027.
Oh yeah, fuck's sakes. I'm sorry, guys.
That we're gonna have like the best fucking years of our life. So it's like, okay, let's fucking do it. But in particular for this moon, I did read just literally yesterday that Scorpios would have a great opportunity for if they were not in a committed relationship, that would be the best time for them to settle down. So pretty crazy. But for like people that have like Pisces sign, it was like maybe your relationship is over and it's okay. And like that's really fucking hard for a lot of people.
That does hurt.
Yeah.
I mean that's closure. I hope that that's what that brings. But
and it's maybe it's an opportunity to really talk about like your feelings on both ends of where is each other at. How are you in your relationship? Are you happy? Are there fears? What are you not talking about? Like there's so many different things. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's nuts.
But it's
sorry, go on.
No, it's a big moon. It's a big deal.
It is, exactly. And I was gonna say there's like a fucking bunch of planets in retrograde, like other ones too.
Yes. Well, if you go back to our retrograde episode, which was episode 5, we do go through all of them.
That's
I forget which ones.
right.
I have my notes somewhere still, which are happening right at this very moment.
Exactly.
But
Yeah. I'm just going to look here because I know Mercury obviously is in retrograde. Actually, I saw like a TikTok because the guys I know. But it's Mercury's in the microwave again.
oh my God.
Something like
Right?
that. I had
Like
a
that.
nice chuckle at that.
I love
Okay,
that.
let's see here. Naming them all right. Meow. Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto will all be in retrograde this year. Yeah, we know. And then July. Okay, Venus right now. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Venus, Mercury, Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, not Jupiter, but Uranus is also in there. So like, okay,
That's a
six of
good
the
chunk of shit
seven,
happening.
six of the
Yeah.
seven are in retrograde right now. So obviously, depending on the planetary like placements, like it is shit's wild.
Yeah. So if you've noticed like people's moods are all over the place, or
Yeah.
like, or you feel yourself being short or like confused or lost, you're like, what the fuck? Like
Yeah.
there's a reason why.
There's a lot going on in the energies right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like you definitely feel it, or like our kids feel it. I was talking with a friend this week and she's like, something is wrong. And I was like, no, she's just like, your daughter's just like real into these planet shit. Like this
Yeah.
is it's correlating real well with what's happening.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah.
that's the thing. And the more connected you are, and with little people, they're so innocently more connected because that's just what they are. They're basically just light and energy at that point that they're going to feel it the hardest. And so when they are off, you're like, well, shit.
Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, so back to Blue Moon. This is obviously, you know, as it's becoming a full moon.
Yeah.
In recent, not even recent episodes, but in past episodes, we talk about like the moon phases and that. And now typically, you know, this is the point where like the moon is at its largest. So now it's going to start to decrease. And we've talked about like this is the time to release stuff and manifest things that you want to rid of, right? Things that no longer serve you. But however,
Totally.
because it's a super moon, right, it's like a good chance to manifest all the things, right? And like Brittany and I were chatting about before. I'm sorry, Brittany, I will let you talk.
I'm not worried.
About releasing fear around things we want to bring in, right? So yeah.
So when we talk about kind of in general for the full moon, a lot of people like literally the day of the full moon, like the Wednesday, I had probably like 4 or 5 people reach out to me being like, so it's a full moon. What are you doing? What are you doing so I can happy you? And I'm like, oh my God.
That's adorable. Nobody
I know,
like talks to me like that. Why don't people like me, Brittany? What do you do differently?
Jessica.
Is it because are you like more approachable or something? And I'm just like, I talk too much. That's what it is. I talk too much on the podcast. People are like, we're not going to give her time of day. It's like,
no. I just thought it was really cute though. I was like, oh my God, this is great. So it was nice to
oh, it's so cute.
Jessica has hurt feelings.
I have
Please
hurt feelings. Okay. I have hurt feelings, but it's like fine.
Jessica, you're doing so good though. You're doing more than I thought I would be able to do.
No.
In this
I mean, yes and no, because we're doing things differently, which is all hunky and dory. Hunky and dory. I'm looking at, you've got 642 followers on Instagram, girl.
Oh my God.
So like, okay, we're going to talk about the card readings. We're very
okay.
I'm not competitive at all.
No, not even a little bit. Jessica is so fiercely competitive. Holy shit. And because we're Taurus and Scorpio, right? We're gonna be like literally trying to stop being like
we're like either in it together or we're like against each other. But typically we're together, right? Yeah. But like, and I'm so proud of you because I'm like, you can do everything. This is what I mean. I always say this, I'm like, I'm so jealous of Brittany's gift. She's like, no, you've got your own thing and I've got my thing. I'm like, stay away from my thing.
I literally do nothing. And also it's still in her thing.
Guys, I do readings. Does anybody want one? 11 people. And I'm like paying for advertising. I'm like, pick me. Choose me.
Okay. Back up. So part of my releasing for the full moon was releasing fear of talking about the gifts and stuff. And so I decided I was feeling super adventurous on the full moon. And I said, maybe I'd like to do some free readings for people. It's just like a 1-card pull, whatever happens, happens. As much as like I'm nervous about it, it's just going to be out there. And so, yes, Jessica, I did have 11 people reach out and say, yes, I'd like to have a card reading. I'm sure it's because, one, it was free. A lot of people are more enticed, but it was a nice ego boost to be like, oh yay, and for the card readings to come through with clear messages for what they needed to hear, which was really lovely. And I had 2 people message that I had never would have guessed, and one of them was Miss Isabel, and I know you're listening.
Isabel.
I loved it. I got to read her and her guy, and that was really special.
That's fun.
Didn't expect them to reach out, and I'm very, very grateful. And then I had someone who in my list was just like, oh, you do this? And I was like, yeah, I don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Just because I don't promote it, because to me, that's copying Jessica's thing, and I don't like to copy
Jessica. Though. It is okay, Brittany. It's fine. You are so gifted. And I'm just like so jelly of your gifts. And I'm like,
oh my God. And so I don't promote it because let's be real, I don't have a lot of time right now with the little baby who's running my fucking life. He's like crying in the background right now.
It's okay.
And
you can always get him.
But yeah, I like doing it, but Jessica her way of doing it is so amazing. And if you haven't had a card reading, you should, because it's unreal the way that she does it. And I feel like I'm just not at that level. So that's why I don't promote it.
You're just saying.
So
no, it is different. And like truly, Brittany, you're so fucking talented that I'm like, of course she does readings so well. I'm like, of course. Like, that's what I mean. I'm like, girl, you're so good at it. And I'm like, please just pick me, guys. I'm cool too. Like, I'm that other half.
You are cool. And I share your things, and I tell people about you.
I know.
But
anyways, I'm so happy. Like I am. Like I'm happy for you because you're like you can do everything. And that's like no, but Brittany, you like, but seriously, like, and everybody listening, like, you have no idea how talented Brittany is. Like, she is like, if you have like inklings as to like, oh, she sounds so wonderful, it's because she is. Okay. You know what I mean? But Brittany, it's what it is. You're reliable. You are constantly like you've got your flow of ideas. You know how to execute things. Like you are a doer. That's just a small part of you, right? But you are committed to your friends and your coworkers and your family, right? Yes. Like you are kind. You're always thinking of others, and then she's like got this metaphysical shit that she's got going on that she can do with that, right? Okay. Oh, and she's got magic fingers. She's an RMT, and she's just freaking amazing. I'm sorry, but Jimmy, I'm like, okay, no big deal. You're hilarious.
This is, oh my God, you put me on a complete pedestal, and that's not all the case, guys. That's, but no, Jessica, you are so wonderful too. You don't even yes, you have a huge imposter syndrome. That's like
fine.
No, shut up.
You shut up.
Got this giant block in front of you that's just like, I don't think I am. You are so amazing, and you don't even give yourself enough credit.
Well, I'm not fishing for compliments. Thank you for saying that. But Brittany's the best, and I get it. It's fine. You've chosen.
Good Lord.
I totally get it. It's fine.
Okay, well then just
basic banter for which? For Brittany just banters by herself. Okay.
Is anyone hearing this? If anyone's hearing this right now and laughing,
or it's basic banter for witches featuring starring starring Brittany featuring
Jessica.
Jess.
True.
No. Starring Brittany featuring Jess.
Good Lord. Oh my God! If you were in this continent
on this continent, you want me in?
What's I trying to say?
Are you trying to say continent?
Yeah. So if you were over here, I would just slap you silly right now.
Slap you silly slaps.
Yeah. But I'll have to get Ryan just to do Tick Moth instead.
No, that's not. I can't bring Tick Moth, guys. Like, can't even. Tick Moth is like exactly what you think it is. It's a stupid little thing that apparently gets me like, I can't handle it. I like laugh.
Bothered, and I love it.
Protect my neck at all costs. Like, do not touch me.
And Ryan and I are very much the same person, where we just love teasing Jessica because it brings us so much joy. And Jessica can be like taken out of a shitty mood so fast with this whole Tick Moth thing. If that's Ryan in the background, I'm messaging him right now.
It's Gary.
Oh, okay.
Gary will be like, excuse me.
What? Chick moth.
What about a moth?
Yes. But so that's what I did. I did a lot of releasing on the Wednesday too. And
Yeah.
wrote down one, obviously releasing the fear around letting people know that the metaphysical, like, because I do talk about it with people as it comes up.
Yeah.
And I'm less afraid of telling people that I'm a witch. It just depends on who they are that I want to talk to them about it. And sometimes I just don't want to talk to them about it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to defend it.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. And like we talked about this earlier as well with a friend, and it's like it is really tough to own this kind of craft because it is like very alternative, right? And it's not a, what do we say the word was? Like not a logical thing, right?
It
Actually,
can't just be scientifically proven.
exactly. So
It
like when
can
you
be. A lot of it is psychology, and a lot of it can be proven that way, but there's a lot of logic brained people that are like, I need
the proof.
tangible proof.
I need to
You
see the
can't give
equation that
that.
makes it exactly.
Yeah.
I need to solve
And
it.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So
So like,
yeah.
so that's one of the things I let go of. And then I wrote down that I was letting go of like sluggish and procrastinating feelings. Like, this has like been an ongoing joke for like, I don't know how many months, Jessica, but I've been wanting to work on my office because I'm in my living room doing this podcast, and I want to revamp my office so it's a beautiful space where I want to be in there to then do the podcast, have it set up, and just like have like a awesome environment. And I just have not put time for that. So that's one of the things I wanted to let go of, is just feeling like sluggish and being a procrastinator and just like wanting to do other things on top of that. And like, and then like a lot of people, when people struggle in general, sometimes it's about like body image, losing weight, all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to release like, my body does what it's needing to do. It's where it's supposed to be for a reason. I got to let go of what I feel like it should be doing at this point.
I get that. I feel that.
And then another one is the money, because people all around the world are always talking about money and the struggle with it. So it's releasing the money stress of, you'll always have what you need. Your bank account will always have the right amount of money that you need to get by.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah. It's like that worry is like, it weighs you down so much. Right. And like, not to totally discuss finances on here, but like, I'm obviously in a different country right now. Right. So I'm already dealing in a different currency. Okay. But we still own property back in Canada, which has been like, if anybody knows me personally, has known what a freaking crapshoot that has been. We have amazing renters. I don't think they listen, but you're amazing and please stay forever. But like, we had such issue. We tried to sell it. It's things were, oh my God. So essentially we've just got a huge headache.
Talk about it on the podcast once.
I think we did.
I'm sure we did, Jess.
Oh yeah, because we're like, we couldn't sell our house, so we tried and couldn't, and now we're renting it. But it's just like, let's just, essentially we're just paying the mortgage. It doesn't really cover anything else over there. So it's like, the money thing, it's like, oh my God. Yeah, so I get that. But that was part of my, my plan was like releasing those money worries. And like, I cannot, again, it's not in my control. All I can control is when I work, how much I work.
Yeah.
My cards, how, whatever, like managing my own funds, making sure that that our kids are getting what they need. We're getting what we need. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, but also we cannot just work just to keep this fucking house. Not saying that's what it is, but do you know what I mean? It was like, no, I get that. We have to enjoy life too, right? So it was releasing the worries that like, this should not be keeping me up at night, right? So
okay.
Yeah.
While I grab the baby, can you tell people what you were doing for your rituals and like what you would want to release and manifest?
Yeah, go get them. That's cool. Yeah. So okay, so Wednesday, I was actually doing some card readings in town. So obviously I'm in Ireland. I'm living just outside of Killarney, and I have a company. It's called Canary Cards. And so I offer like full comprehensive card readings as well as like mini reads and whatever. So I was doing a couple of readings that afternoon. Now I've said on the podcast before, I have a really hard time pulling for myself. So in terms of, getting the answers that I need. So I find that like visualizing and doing like my form of like tapping in or like reading, in a non-auditory way, seems to kind of do more for me. So from then I kind of collect shapes that come to brain. This is my voice, guys. Any shapes that come to mind or phrases that pop up, I kind of just keep note of those, and then I kind of, investigate, see how those can fit in my lives. Wow, again, how they can fit into my life. So after I've done this, I didn't have a notebook handy, and I typically like to write it on a notebook, but I just like made a note in my phone of things that have been really bothering me. So that could be, a list A through Z, essentially, of things that, you know, really are bothering me. And then I made the conscious effort to be like, none of this is doing me any good. This should not take up as much space in my life as it is, right? It's not fair to me. My energy is being wasted in this area, and I'm reclaiming that. So it was like I was releasing all the stuff that was just literally taking up space for no good purpose, right? We have to have good stress and bad stress, but it was all like tedious and, what's the word? Like reoccurring. It was like taking up the same thing in different forms. So, um, yeah. So that's what I did mainly there. And then I think I've said this before in previous episodes as well, but like before I go to bed, like again, I've done my like little rituals there. I've had my shower. I think that's really important when it comes to releasing, is like cleansing myself. And then when I go to bed, I just thank my guides for being there with me and supporting me and allowing me the gift to continue doing what I love, right? And the reality of realizing that this is something that I really am passionate about. So it's like thanking, releasing, a good mixture there.
I love that.
Yeah. I also have moon water. That's what I did. Sorry, guys.
Oh shit. That's what I forgot to do. Oh well.
Fine. You know what? That's
Next
fine.
moon.
Okay, next moon. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I always forget about the moon water. Dang it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But
What do you
yeah.
do with moon water? What do you like to do with it?
I just like to drink it. Sometimes I put it in my coffee, or like, you know what I mean? Like I make my coffee with it or whatever, right? But
Oh.
yeah, I typically drink it. That's because it's like here, like I have to boil the water anyways. I don't have to boil the water, but I do prefer tap water that's been boiled and cooled down, because I don't know what's in our water. Like it's literally like
Oh yeah, they wouldn't
Lac
have the same,
Lutan.
like,
Sorry.
because what would you say?
Well,
What'd you say?
no. So there's like the lake is like, it's called Lac Lutan. It's like just behind, not just behind our house, but like a little bit of a ways. Like that's where all like the water for like the region comes from. It's not a swimming lake. It's it is quite clean, but like I ain't gonna drink it. It's probably
Yeah,
slightly like done. I don't know. People from Ireland, you can correct me, please. But I boil the water anyways, because
you just drink lots of filtered water
yeah,
and
I
bottled
like
water then?
boiled. I boil it. I boil it and I cool it down. And then I have like a glass jug that I use. But what I've done in the past is like this glass jug is like see-through. So I like either put the whole thing in the window, or I have an old glass water bottle that I use when I don't want to. So,
Oh,
yeah, I just
perfect.
typically drink it, give it to the kids, drink it with intention. That's been big. Oh, you were such a teaser, Harrison. That little freaking
Hi.
face. Oh, he loves his mommy. For those who are watching on YouTube, like, look at this freaking boy. He loves his mother. Yeah. He's
Hi.
like, me? Who, me? You love your
Are you
mama.
leaving?
Yeah. I was going to talk about the other thing. So yeah, Brittany and I also were talking on was it Wednesday that we chatted about all my things? I don't know. Yes. Was it Wednesday?
About all the things. Hold on.
The things I want to do.
Um,
I don't know.
yes, it was
Should I
yes.
say them
It
here,
was.
or should I save them for another time?
I feel like the more you put them out there, the more that they're gonna come.
Sure. Okay,
So
let's manifest that by making
yeah.
it out there, putting it out there. So
Yeah.
again, with this, like,
Yeah.
anyways, long story short, I was supposed to have more than one reading on Wednesday, and I did two, but like supposed to have more anyways, doesn't matter. So there's time in my day. I was like, oh God, like I
Oh,
really want this to like be a thing that I don't have to, I can just book, and it's like a few times a
yeah.
month and it's perfect and I enjoy doing them, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So and I've got spell candles there at the shop right now, and I was thinking like, oh, I should get like a clearing spray. The one
Yes.
I really love is out of the States, but a friend of ours, Beblazar, makes her
Yeah.
own, and I'm like, oh, I should make mine, but I've got to do some research. At this point, I
Yeah.
can't do anything without like thoroughly researching it, right, Harrison?
You tell Auntie.
Yeah.
You tell
Yeah.
Auntie what's going on.
Yeah.
believe in you, Auntie. I believe in you.
So anyway, so that's like on my like wants list, you could say. And
Yeah.
then yeah, retailing some other products as well, which would be really good. But then also the guy that I work, like the shop, he owns a shop that I work out of. He was like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, like you could teach a course," and I'm like, again, like I think I would love that, but again, imposter syndrome, as you said earlier, it's
That's
like,
exactly it. Like your block is saying,
mm,
no, not ready yet. You're not good enough. But in reality,
yeah,
yes, you are.
I just like need to figure out how to teach it. Like I said, I need, like I
Yeah.
don't. This is how I feel about it. Is it's like I'm so passionate about it that I don't want to do it wrong. Do you know what I mean?
But you're not going to do it wrong because anybody who takes your course isn't going to know that this
Oh,
is like this is how you do it.
totally. No, 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 exactly. But it's not that like I don't think I do it wrong. I do it my way, right? But I want to make sure that I go
Yeah.
about it the right way. Like, and I talked to you about like getting like our blessing from Jen at Little Wonders, who taught us how to do it, right? Gave us the certification to do it. And I'm like, oh, like, okay, am I qualified to do that? Like, I mean, really, why couldn't I, right? But I'm like, I just need to like really sit with this and I'll start planning it because it'll be like an inspired course, if anything. You know what I mean? Like it's been so long since we took the course. And like I said, like my style has grown so much since then too.
Totally.
I'm just like, I want to do it the right way. So I'm going to
Totally.
release the fear around expansion and the fear of failure. And again, the fear of sticking out like a sore thumb, as I've said many times in the last few weeks, is I stick out. I do not blend in very well here, which is
But
okay.
that's a good thing because that means you're unique.
I know.
There's a
But
reason.
yes, everybody should be. I shouldn't look like everybody else, but like I literally don't talk like everybody else. I don't look like anybody else, and I'm not
They're like
into
that
anything else.
Canadian,
I'm not into
Canadian
like the
witch.
normal things. Exactly. I'm not your average witch. I'm a Canadian witch. But
Yes,
even like,
exactly.
so I'm going on some ghost hunts, right? I think I told you this. I'm going on one in like 2 weeks here on like the 19th, or in a few weeks,
So
anyways.
excited for you. And that's
I'm
in
really
Ireland,
excited.
England.
They're all in England. Or sorry, I lied. They're all in Ireland. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
yeah. As they come up, I'll post them. But
Sweet.
but even that like work, because I like requested some days off, right? They're like, and what it, oh, like, oh, that's exciting. What are you like? Are you going somewhere? I was like, I'm going on a ghost hunt. And they're like,
Yeah.
some weird hobbies. I was like, yeah, I sure do.
You.
I also
But
have some
that's also
other,
okay.
I
People
know,
don't really want to dive in, right? Where you're
I
like, oh,
know, exactly. And
but
like,
it'll also
guys,
surprise you people that do.
I know. I'm so excited for November, and Brittany knows what's going on. I don't know if I can say what I'm doing yet, but like
Yeah.
I'm doing some things in November for a few weekends. And once I know if I can share that, I will. But anywho, it'll be a fun time. Oh my goodness, Harrison's so adorable. His little face.
No, he's being such a cheese nugget right now.
He only wanted
Hey,
his
babe.
mother.
He's like, I only wanted to sleep for 15 minutes. And then
Exactly.
I want to be in mom's arms because anytime she does FaceTime or Zoom, I need to be a part of it because I also want to see Auntie.
Welcome to the Brittany and Harrison show.
Jessica.
That's true.
No, because
Featuring
Colin
Jessica.
would be a part of all of our
Oh my-
in season one, Colin was in almost every episode.
That's true, but there was no choice around that. It was like my child has to be in this room because otherwise he'll burn the house down.
And
But
that's
he can't
awesome.
move. This guy's just
He
like,
is a potato so far, but if you
yeah.
watch the video of your family album, Jessica, he is starting to crawl.
I posted today, but I haven't like we have this
Yeah.
app called Family Album where we put all of our pictures that like are just our families can see because I don't like putting a lot of stuff on social media in regards to the kids now, and so it's
Weird
like
world. And so like
weird.
I don't mind here and there,
Oh
but not
yeah,
to the level that I want to post.
no, exactly. Like if you only knew the pictures that existed.
Literally from the day that each of the kids were born, they're all
Born.
on there.
Literally, they're all on there. Yeah, exactly. Every little multiple. What did we do today that's on there? Or was it yesterday? Oh no, Colin went to school today. It was his first day of school. Oh, yeah. So that was fun. So I got like a picture of him and Maria outside of his school. She was very busy with the flowers. And he was like, had to bring, oh God, it's so funny. They were so happy to be back.
Got a dinosaur, right? It was like his
Yeah,
giant dinosaur.
his dinosaur. Mr. Dinosaur, actually, if we're going to get formal. So Mr. Dinosaur had to come. And yeah, but he had such a good time. And like last year when we like took him, obviously he was really upset about leaving. And now it's like, I'm like, whoa, wait a second. Like, I gotta get a picture and then you'll go see your friends. And like,
you also have to give me a hug. Bye.
literally, I'm
Is he
like,
in hours this time, or is it still the same hours as
he's
last year?
still just doing like the same hours for now, which is like here they have 3 hours free. I say free as in like that's what's covered, you know, under their like health or whatever. So it's just the 3 hours for now, and then we'll expand it afterwards. We are going to England next week. Actually going to England as well, I should clarify.
Yeah, not just a
actually
Canadian.
England, not like
Yeah,
not like a travel abroad kind of mysterious situation there. But yeah, we'll be in England. So
so
I would say like middle of the month, maybe even like October, we'll increase the hours. He loves it. Why wouldn't we? Right? We have to pay, but I mean it's little, it's not too much. So
which is good. Like it's good though. Like at least it's like it's manageable, and then he benefits because he has all of his little best friends there. And
exactly. Actually, and I made some new friends today. Like one of the moms, like her kid was in class with him last year, and like she's like a young gal. Like we just always seem to be like not crossing paths, but you know what I mean. A frequent, you would see the face everywhere, right? And finally, I introduced myself to her today, and we sometimes us moms go for coffee once we drop the kids off at school. We'll go and have like tea somewhere or whatever. And I'm like, you should join us. And actually, and a new mom, oh my goodness, it was so cute. There's this new mom, and she's actually like due with a baby like this week as well. So she's dropping off her oldest first time, and she's like, I don't know where to stand for pickup. I don't, and I was like, oh honey, it's okay, come this way. It was so cute. I was like, oh, but I mean, that was us last year.
Yeah, well, that's it, right? Where you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Help us.
Exactly.
Help us.
It was great seeing all the families and parents and the teachers again. And yeah, so I think that having that normality back is going to be a blessing in our lives for sure. So
well, coming into September here too, that's a lot of people out there that are going back into regular routine, whether that's like coming home from holidays and going back to work full time, or school, or like into university, or to college, or you know, like putting their kids in school.
Exactly. Yeah. And daycares or yeah, you're right. Like things are coming around to normal right now. So, or whatever normal looks like, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah. What's up, Harrison? How come?
You don't even want this.
Is there another burp? I love his little squeals. They're so funny. He's like, okay, mother. And it's
but only this way.
But only this way.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to watch as well as drink. He's so funny. Oh my God. Yeah.
Speaking of metaphysical babies, him and I have been watching a terrible show for him.
Yeah.
Called X-Files.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Actually, X-Files is kind of scary.
It is. I have been thinking like this isn't the best, but we've been watching Charmed, which is hilarious because he's obsessed with Alyssa Milano. Because every time
hilarious.
he's just like, and I was like, it's because she looks like your Auntie Jessie.
You think so? I get it. I see that. Maybe, you know, I'm a little taller, but whatever.
Yeah,
she's itty bitty.
So he always
Alyssa Milano. Is she the one I'm thinking of? Alyssa Milano.
She's the beautiful.
Well, they're all beautiful. Alyssa Milano, because there's 3, right? There was Shannon Doherty, Alyssa Milano. Right? Oh yeah, she's like Alyssa Milano. She came later, right?
Nope, that's someone else.
Okay.
Alyssa Milano, the youngest of the sister before Shannon Doherty left.
Okay, hold on. I gotta like IMDb this shit.
Charmed.
I love a Charmed moment. Who am I thinking of? Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. That's very, very kind of you to say. Rose McGowan. She was the cousin, right? She was like the cousin that came in.
No, she's a sister as well.
Okay. And then there's Holly Marie Combs. That's Piper. Piper, Phoebe, and Paige. That's right. Okay. And then Shannon was Prue. Oh gosh. That takes me back. I should watch that again.
It's so worth it. It's on Crave.
I can love that. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so yeah, what else are we gonna release? Oh my gosh, my phone. Stop talking. Sorry, my phone was going nuts. What else are we gonna
did you talk lots about Canary cards already?
I did talk about Canary cards. So if you guys want readings, I'm doing virtual, I'm doing in person in like the Cary area, but I'm willing to travel. My goal for this is to like do it regularly. I have a private space and I have like a semi-private space going as well in Killarney. So
you need to tell them what you're manifesting for your traveling show. The carriage.
oh my God. Yeah, I should. Okay. Because I was trying to find, okay. So yeah, long story short, like I'm doing readings out of the Guild Hall in Killarney and they've been fantastic. I've had some suggestions that it's not as private as some people would like, right? So I had one person, no problem, right? Like this is all I can offer right now, right? But I'm working on it. Anyways, so I did like a reading out of a car the other day.
Yeah,
Was
I love
that
that.
Monday? Yeah. Anyways, so a friend of mine, her coworker or whatever, like she was, very shy, just wanted to make sure it was really private. I said, no problem at all. Like, I don't have a spot right now, but like I can meet you somewhere. We can do it in a park. It rains everywhere, guys. So it's like not really ideal to do outside. And I have like the graveyard. Remember the graveyard that I took you to? That's up at the top of the hill.
Oh, yes.
By the
super
Herbert family. Yeah. So anyways, I'm like, oh great, like there's a chapel there, like it's empty on the inside, but it's covered. We could, bring some like lights or whatever. And she's like, I feel like there's too many spirits there. I was like, you're not wrong. But but I'm like, maybe I'll continue to use that space as like next time. I'm like, ooh, spooky.
I
But
love that. That's such a great idea.
it'd be fun. But yeah, so anyways, I was like, what am I gonna do? But like as people, I mean, probably all over the world do this, but like here in Killarney, they have horse trailers that have been converted into other things, right? So there's like a coffee one, obviously. There's a pizza one. There's a few different ones anyways. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, I should get a horse trailer, convert it into like an office slash like place and like tow it around. But then I was like, what was that movie called?
Like Change Bang Bang?
No, remember we were talking about the movie. Gosh darn it. Hold on, I gotta go back here. My brain this is part of the lack of clarity in my brain right now. It's all like blah, 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 blah. Claire Danes was in it. Remember? Stardust? Is it Stardust?
Yeah, you got it.
Yes, Stardust.
Movie I haven't seen before.
It's a great movie and it's like a guilty pleasure of mine. So if you guys watch it, do it. But there's like this carriage in it and it's like exactly what you expect out of like a witch's carriage. It's like something that they'd like towed around at like old fairs and like have like anyways. So I'm like, I should do that. I should like make one and like do readings out of it and be like, I'll come to you. Step into my office, right? I'm like, anyways, I'm like, it sounds so funny. I'm like, I should just do that. So we'll see. I did find a space that like I'm looking forward to, using a bit more again because it has that private appeal to it. And like I could podcast from there, I could work from there, like when I need like some privacy or like just quiet time away from the kids and whatever. So
which is amazing. Need that time.
Really great. Yeah. So the guy that wants is lovely. And yeah, it'll be great.
Sweet.
Oh,
I love that. That is so freaking
so there's lots of good things. And like again, that's part of that is releasing fear and fear of judgment and worry.
Yeah. Well, and Jessica, speaking of releasing fear of judgment, Jessica told me some like really awesome news a little while ago, and I immediately was like, no, that's not real. That's a scam. It's a fake. And it was as far as we know, it actually did happen, but
it's a fake. Oh yeah. Okay, well, let's talk about it because I'm really bummed about it, but I'm really excited about it. So we got an email from one of our listeners, and I hope you're listening. I don't know if I should name drop her or not. Anyways, I won't. I won't, or should I? No, I won't. No, it's okay. Anyways, one of our listeners reached out to us, and she said something along the lines of, I'm just going to like paraphrase here. Oh my God, you guys were mentioned on Morbid. The Morbid podcast with Ash and Elena, and I freaked out. Brittany like saw it during the night, and I woke up to it. I was like, oh my God. And so I like texted her back. I'm like, what episode I'm listening right now? I'm an avid Morbid fan. Like I listen to them all the time. And I'm like, what episode is this? Anyway, so she took a while. Actually, she never did end up getting back to us. So I took it to Reddit. And I was like, these people will know there's like Morbid forums.
Which is amazing. I didn't even realize like people are that hardcore. I'm like, shit.
Yeah. So I asked, I'm like,
fix the world's problems.
Seriously. Yeah. So I literally was like, they mentioned us. And like within like a few hours, people were like, yeah, it was this episode. But then it was on their Wondery Plus subscription. And I was like, that's fine. Like I can like do the free thing. And I listened to it. It wasn't there. And I don't know, they like changed their episode or they took it down or something, and I'm like super bummed. But guys, like we were mentioned on Morbid, and I'm like,
yeah. And to me, I immediately, because this is my like frame of mind sometimes where I'm like, oh, that's too good to be true. There's no way that's real. And then I kicked myself afterwards being like, Brittany, why'd you think of that? Like, that sucks. Like, why would I just like catch it immediately? And then when Jessica was like literally searching and more than one person was like, yeah, actually,
it was this. It was this.
The fuck. So thank you. Thank you,
know.
people. That was amazing.
Like, seriously, thank you for emailing us to let us know. And like, even though it has not aired or whatever, it was taken down. I don't care that it was taken down. The fact that Ash and Elena have like maybe not listened, but like acknowledged our podcast in any form, like private or public, I don't care. Like, I'm so happy. Like, this is amazing. Anyway, so like I said, we don't need any benefit from them mentioning our name. Like, it'd be great, but that's like not why we started this podcast. It's not why we're continuing it. It was just like, oh my God. Anyways, so I'm a diehard fan. Diehard fan. I was listening to their episodes today, actually, on, I can't remember the dude's name, but
no, that's so amazing that we could be recognized by a platform that we would never have guessed that we'd be on their radar. So
exactly, right? Like, because we're just like, two girls from Saskatoon.
Yeah, just living our best life.
Two sisters, exactly. Living our best lives. Attempting.
Yeah. We're doing our best.
Exactly. Doing our best always. Exactly. Yeah. So anyway, so that was so exciting. And like I said, like we've been like, I was like holding out hope, and I'm like, Jessica, don't do that. Like, again, that's like a form of torture. I was like, you know what? Just be thankful that happened to work out that way. And like, so if like, oh God, it just is such a blessing because they like got me through COVID. Like, I literally, when I think you maybe had just moved in or whatever, but I would like puzzle at night every night, and I would always listen to Morbid. So I'd listen to Morbid and either like in my headphones or like listening, like whatever, like I'd do my cleaning and then I would puzzle. And like going back and thinking about like their they did like not mini Morbids, but like listener tales. And I remember listening to so many listener tales while like doing puzzles, and I remember the pieces, how like things kind of trap like the image in your brain. I'm like, oh my God, I love it. So I love them, and I love that they mentioned us, and it's okay that not everybody heard it and that we can't show Mom, but not like Mom would care, but she would care a lot because I care a lot. But
yeah, I love it. Speaking of Mom, she's gonna bring me over baking today.
Lucky.
Be jealous.
Yeah.
I'm getting biscuits and pumpkin cookies. Yeah.
Oh, now's the time. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get that recipe. I'm gonna make that here. Thing is, nobody else eats the stuff I do.
Freeze it and just eat it whenever you want to.
I know. Actually, I'll like make them for school. Do you have a freezer? Maybe. It's like the smallest freezer in the world. Yeah. We've got like a little one, and we've got like my Marge will. So
Colin would eat. These wouldn't he?
Yeah, they would. Let's be real, cookies. But I've got my other recipe. It's all good. Okay. We're a cookie pro household. We'll just Anyways. So yeah.
Oh, am I a different color now? What's happening?
No, you're not. Okay. Surprise. You're not.
I thought it was a different color for a second because like it looked like when
yes,
we're not purple.
Exactly. Dr. Stacy's episode when it was like
years ago, like be able to change colors.
Yeah. Well, we were playing with that earlier. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. But,
anyways, since we're like super topic, let's get into some card readings for the week.
Some card readings. I
chose a different deck.
Fun. Should I choose a different deck? Oh,
I did do it. I just looking at 3 decks and I was like, oh, I haven't played with that one in a long time.
You know what? I'm gonna bring us. Yeah, you go ahead and you get yourself ready there.
Well, I'm gonna be pulling from the Enchanted Map Oracle cards today.
I love that deck.
Yeah, I have for a long time. For some reason, for like the full moon, I was like, yeah, I think I need to use this deck. And it's always so funny what people choose for their like the decks that I had chosen for people to choose from. It was interesting how much my one deck was chosen, but it was nice to be able to play with different cards. And I was like, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess Angel Answers.
No, everyone wanted the Archangel Tarot.
That's fair. That is like the best of them.
That is like literally my one go-to. Yeah.
That's
So this one shot out of the deck.
Nice. Love that for
My
you.
cleaning house.
Oh my God, I just mentioned that. Cleaning my house while listening to Morbid, but also like cleansing and releasing that shite.
Legit, right? Okay,
Yeah.
let's read real fast here. Let's see what it says. Okay. When you see the cleaning house card in a reading, it's time to declutter your life. Hear this, Brittany? You hear this, Brittany?
You hear that? That office?
Get rid of unwanted things in your physical home and release what you no longer want or truly need. Is there any unfinished business you should address? Is there thoughts, memories, or emotional baggage that must be swept out of your house? Your conscience must be clear for you to move freely in the world. Celebrate a spring cleaning and feel the freedom as you make your way for much better things. Look at what you've resisted discarding and be honest about its value. Be clean house.
Sorry, be what?
I like it. Be honest. Clean house.
Be honest, clean house. I like that. That's really good.
I like that a lot, actually.
Very applicable to this super blue moon.
I've been asking my cards more and more now to be like, I want, because like normally I would just intuitively like choose a card that I was like, this one feels good. But I've been asking my cards more and more now to actually like shoot out of the deck. And that's what's been happening. So I'm like, yes. Thank you.
This is hilarious. Okay, like, and actually people who've had readings with me, this is part of my like little spiel I give, like when I like my cue to spirit that I'm like ready to start. And it's like my way of doing it is different, you know. And I have asked so many times, I'm like, oh, I'd love to like be shuffling and be like, oh, that card's for you. No, they don't do that. That's not how mine work. It doesn't do it. I'm like, you guys, that's another reason Brittany is like, oh, whatever. Whatever. Anywho, so I'm gonna pull from 2 decks because I can. The first one, I'm gonna do the animal spirit, or the wild unknown animal spirit card, because that is like an old trustee and I think that's so important. I love having that energy. And then the second one I have is the Green Witch Oracle. Oopsie, wrong side. Green Witch Oracle. So this one is, I've never pulled it on the pod. It's part of my like kit of sorts when I do my readings and that, and actually same with the animal one. We're gonna do the animal one first. Okay, and this is coming out this week, so I'm just like, guys, September 2nd, what do we need? What's gonna resonate with our people? What do they need to hear right now? Okay. Lemon Choky. The earthworm, and I feel like there might be 2 in there. Nope, just the one. Okay, earthworm energy. Let's have a little goosey gander. Oh, earthworm. Shy, hesitant, reluctant to share inner vision. We've all felt the woes of the earthworm at some point along the way. The earthworm indicates a newbie or novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember that they once felt earthworm energy too. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or lose hope. Mastery takes time, and you're on the right track. Besides, rumor has it it's beginner's mind that offers the most valuable insights. So when we're in balance, we are earnest, intelligent, and valuable. When we're out of balance, we're self-conscious and apprehensive. To bring it to balance, speak up and risk embarrassment. Yeah, just got called out by my cards. That's my life story. Okay. I can do a reading for the collective that it's like, oh, collective is just me. Okay, and then this one as well. We're gonna see what's in here. Green Witch Oracle.
I hate it. It's like, I'm listening.
Exactly. Okay. Okay, I only have 1 card, so let's see here. It is Gratitude, the pink rose. Gratitude. Actually, is that the sign in Pisces? Is the Pisces like the, I don't know. Anyways. Is that little sign Pisces? I don't know. It's fine. But anywho, gratitude. So. Gratitude. So take that with what you want, guys. And feels right to me.
That one?
Sorry?
Is there a book with the Green Witch Oracle?
There is not. It is an intuitively read one. Now, okay, if I'm going to like tap into that one, okay, gratitude is like, again, just feels like giving thanks and being thankful for all of the blessings that we have so far, right? I know, buddy. I know. It's okay. It's fine. But again, it's just like I guess
Oh, I
gratitude. We talked about, sorry?
thought I muted. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. You're fine. Now you're muted. But yeah, it's definitely just being thankful for everything that we have, because we could have a heck of a lot less, and we could have it worse off than a lot of people. So anywho, so yeah, y'all can find us at Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Wait, not Facebook. We're not on Facebook. Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Basic Banter for Witches. Or you can email us at basicbanterforwitches@gmail.com. You can find Brittany at brittany.chiz on Instagram.
I think so.
That's
but
cool.
really, if you contact the Basic Banter page, like,
oh yeah, we're tagged there, I suppose.
Between Jessica and I on there, but you know who you should follow? Canary Cards.
Canary Cards. What's the bar? Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tag the shit out of my account. I've been like really good about keeping it separate, because I'm like, it is separate, but it's like really not separate, because it's like inspired.
It's part of you, it's part of us, and we got to promote it too. It's good.
Exactly. Guys, sorry, there's lots of shameless plugs, but I'm not ashamed.
No, you shouldn't be.
No, I mean,
be ashamed. Shouldn't be.
No shame.
My goodness, my little nug.
Okay. Well, your child's gonna
explode. We're gonna sing our way out.
Bye.
Yeah.
We're gonna sing out it. That's all Brittany. Isn't she amazing? Isn't she lovely? Okay, actually though, goodbye. See you later, guys. Bye.